Roll the corn. Put the corn in the chat. Drop where you're from. Put the corn in the chat. We know the truth now. How y'all feeling today, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Roll the corn. Hope you're feeling great. Hope you're feeling good today, man. We ain't losing this year. We ain't losing. Ain't no way we can lose. Ain't no way we can lose. We here for the W this time. Biloxi, Mississippi, what up? DMV, what up? Roll the corn. Minneapolis, Minnesota, beautiful place. Roll the corn. American Planner, what's up? Florida Chief, what up? I am Queen, appreciate that. Roll the corn. Shot-Town in the building. North Carolina in the building. Macon, Georgia in the building. H-Town, Lumberton, Corinth, Mississippi. Corn, Mississippi. Corn, Mississippi. Vegas, South Carolina. Roll the corn, man. Dallas in the building. Galil et Dagon. Cleveland, Alabama, 251 and 251. Oak in the building. Roll the corn, man. How y'all feeling today? Whoa, whoa, roll the corn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Kansas City. Indiana pulling up. You got to put another zodiac up. Every 18 years of eclipse, people. Your ancestors had to sit there and watch it to know that's going to happen. Why you think YT people know what the eclipse is going to happen today? It was already written, baby. They already was meditating in the field. They got spiritual in the field, people. They didn't get spiritual. They want to get spiritual because of no, they're so-called God. They got spiritual in the field. I got to get in tune with the earth and the sky and make these crops grow to feed my people, bro. That's where meditation comes from. You're not meditating for no higher being. You're meditating for you, the earth, and the sky. To all become one and make these crops grow. This is survival of the fittest at this point. Right? If this is life or death for my people. This life or death, bro. I gotta get spiritual. I gotta meditate in the dirt. I gotta have a good harvest. Because if the harvest don't come in, my whole tribe out of here. Roll the corn. That little baby we just had is out of here. That's true, bro. That's where the power of spirituality came from. That's where it started at. Now, we're not going to talk about where it ended up. We're talking about where it started at, in the field. When you see Buddha and them and Hindu people meditating, they got that from people meditating in the crop field. You see all these cartoons talking about earth, wind, and fire, and those are earth elements. They are getting in tune with the planet, bro. The planet blow the wind. The earth is the water, the fire, the wind, and the earth. That's all earth power. You got to understand that. That's what they was on, people. Earth power. If I can make the wind blow and make it rain on these crops, and I'm in the middle of the desert, you had to meditate hard to make it rain in the middle of the desert. Yeah. Now, who got more faith than that? Who got more faith than that? How much power is that? That's real power. Why you think they show you the X-Men doing all this storm, making it rain, Holly Berry storm, making it rain? That's where the power come from. You trying to make it come from somewhere else. It coming from the earth elements. These people are making it rain. They are dead spiritual, in tune with the earth. And you're gonna tell us about some, and you're gonna tell us about some bullshit. And okay. That's how power. That's the power. That's the power. The power is around you, under you, over you, right where you at. You got to understand that. That's why them people were out there getting spiritual with the earth to try to make the earth do what they wanted to do to get these crops going. Or we're not going to survive. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Okay. Now, we talk about Orion, the shepherd, right? One evening, the king of the gods, Zeus, along with his brother Poseidon and Mercury, traveled through the countryside, and it was getting late, and they were far from any town, so they disguised themselves and stopped for the night at the shepherd's house. Not realizing the identity of his guests, the old shepherd offered what he said, made them comfortable, and sacrificed and cooked his last cow for their dinner. The gods, being greatly impressed the old man's hospitality, asked what one thing in the world that he wanted the most. The old shepherd replied that he wished he could have a son. Then Zeus, Poseidon, and Mercury revealed their true selves and promised the fulfillment the shepherd's wish. The gods gathered around the hide of the cow that they had just eaten, performed a mystical ceremony, and bundled up a cow skin. A few months later, Orion was born. As Orion grew, he became a great hunter, a friend and lover of the goddess Artemis. Let's stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Now, we all heard this story before it. Where did the story come from? What it sound similar to? It sounds like the Bible. Sound like Jesus. Right? Now, think about this. Now let's think about the big picture. Let's think about the big picture. The three wise men. There you go. Now y'all putting it together. But think about this. Think about this. Think about this. Imagine if an ancient culture wrote this story talking about the stars, and it wasn't for but one people. It was for one people to know, right? And you bury it with your people, or that story gets passed down through generations, and then somebody write that story down, and the wrong people get it, right? They would literally believe that story coming from a great people. Imagine you a hunter-gatherer. You finally get the nuts. I'm sorry. To run up in the pyramid. You run up in the pyramid, y'all fighting. You go up in a tomb. You find a book with this story in there. You find a book with this story, right? Real scriptures, real star constellation story that ancient people who understood it wrote it. Because they are already geniuses. These people building pyramids. These people are building tombs, underground, gold, silver. You take the story, change the names, put your people in it, and give it 1,000, 2,000 years later, you give it back to the people who originally wrote it, but they disconnected to it now. But they still connected to it, but they disconnected to it at the same time. Do you understand where this stuff come from now? Do you feel me? Do you feel me? See, I be trying to think of the best way to explain this to y'all without putting it on like it's all bad and it's all messed up and everybody led us the wrong way. It's not really like that. It's not really like that. You just gotta know that your ancient culture was showing love to the stars in the sky and the earth. And you put that together with the spirituality. They wrote stories about the stars, the sky, the stars, and the earth. And the stars moving around the globe. They wrote stories about it. So when you understand that, you understand the true power of those words that those people were trying to tell you without the mythology. And you understand the true meaning of this stuff. So let's just say, you find a man, and the people who wrote these stories were called so-called Hebrews when it got to the Middle East and it got to Africa. The people who lived and died by this teaching, they called them the God's chosen people. People who didn't know nothing about this called those people the God's chosen people. These people had scriptures. These people had stories of star constellations. These people knew how to build structures. They knew how to grow crops. They knew how to live virtuous, honest. They had the 10 Commandments. These people were beautiful, perfect, the most perfect, close to perfect people you're going to see in ancient times. Imagine that they took that story and redone it and gave it back. Because this is genius writing. Don't think this is genius to write about star alignments, passing other star alignments and make it a story. This is genius literature. Don't think this just somebody threw together. Nah, this is written beautifully. The scriptures is written beautifully. It's remixed. Don't think this, and then think about it. The people who are doing great things in the world in BC times are the only people who can write this, bro. Ain't no hunter-gatherer writing this. It's remixed. They got the basis of the story from a people. Think about that. See, now we starting to understand why our people were still affected by that book. Because that book got something connected to you spiritually. It ain't all true, but it ain't all false neither. And so when you put the real meaning behind what they are trying to tell you with these stories, with the agriculture and the meditation and the real Hebrew teaching, and you understand where it comes from and what it really means, what the real meaning of a Jesus, or a real meaning of a Nu, or a real meaning of a Apollo, a Zeus, then you understand it. Now it opens up a whole nother feeling of the information. See what I'm saying? Now you don't look at it like a hijack. You look at it like, now I understand it. The light on now. I'm enlightened now. I see it. It was all care for my descendants. It was care for my people. The care for my people fueled me to become spiritual. And that's what we got to get back to. The care for our people got to fuel us to do better. Spiritually. Not materially. Not materialistic. Spiritually. They cared for their people so much, and the progress of their people so much. They watched the stars for 20 or 30,000 years to learn it, to show people when this pop up in the sky, this is what you do. You plant seeds when this come up in the sky. When this happen in the sky, you reap this, you reap what you sow. You sow it when this go in the sky. You reap what you sow when this go in the sky. It's still in the book. You think them people created reap what you sow? They didn't create that. They didn't grow nothing. The people who growing something got to say that, brother and sisters. Roll the coin. They didn't create none of that. You got Egyptians and mound builders buried with agriculture tools in their hand. Cattle tool, agriculture tool. The crook and the flail is agriculture and cattle. He buried like this because he's an agriculture and cattle professional. That's what made him a pharaoh. You gotta know that. He can feed his people. He can teach people how to feed their people. That's what made you a king in old times. Not no gold. Not no diamonds. Knowledge made you king back then. The knowledge of agriculture. And that got bigger and bigger. Then they get into math and things like that. Roll the coin. So, this is what I wanted to tell y'all, man. Y'all hear me? Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you hear me. Put a 2 in the chat if you hear me. Give me a 2. Somebody just called me. Give me a 2. You hear me? That's what make this stuff powerful. So when you understand, and I'm going to finish this later. I got some more slides, but I'll finish this in the morning when I go live. I got like, I'm going to hop back on like 9:30, 10 in the morning, but I'm going to end it off like this. I want y'all to think about this. Really think about this. All of that teaching came from agriculture. The oldest mounds in agriculture are coming right on the Mississippi Valley. That's why your great-grandmama and them was so spiritual. That's why they done what they did. That's why they grew tobacco, corn, cotton with the biggest spirit you ever seen in your life come from them people. The most, them people cared about you. You know they cared about you. You didn't have to, see today you got to question, do people care about you? You didn't question them people. Them people were the real bloodline of who created this stuff. You ain't got to question them. They love you. They don't care what you do. You can go out in the street act a damn fool. They still love you. You could be the good child or the bad one. If you they people, they rolling with you. Can't nobody say nothing bad about you. Don't care what you do. That's real love. Them are the real so-called Hebrew people. Those are the descendants of the mound builders. Our ancestors, great-grandmama and them, great-granddad and them from the southeast and from Timeri. It's still in them. Every farm piece of land in the southeast and Midwest and Atlantic coast, we touched it first. Think about that. The crops telling you where the spirituality came from. It's mounds and corn still rolling all through the southeast right now. We don't pay no attention to it. That is where the original Hebrew started at. And I'm not just going by that name. You know, I know people like to call names. We know Hebrew was made in Africa and Middle East. I'm just saying this so you can know what kind of people I'm talking about. We don't get into the deep into the names. Y'all know the people I'm talking about. Spiritual people who grow in crops to the stars. That's what I'm talking about. Who wrote them scriptures? Who wrote the 10 Commandments? Who wrote the 42 laws of Mott? That's who I'm talking about. Wearing armor, building corn walls around cornfields, trying to keep people out of the cornfield. That's why you find walls with Hebrew on them all over Tennessee. All in Tennessee, walls around cornfields with Hebrew on them. They're trying to protect the crop. Hidden walls underground around mounds. They're trying to protect the ancestors that's buried there. Corn walls. Look over there in England. They still call them corn walls today. They ain't even changed the name. Over here, they changed the name. Stonewall over here. It's still a corn wall over there. The Queen of England live in Cornwall right now. On ancient land with mounds with corn growing. Go look it up. Wherever that culture landed on the face of the earth rolling that corn, them people praise that land. They still praise it to this day. Every piece of land with the corn and mound and star alignment, they praise it. Freemasons gonna come by that land as soon as it become available and put their statues right on top of the ancient culture. So when you see these military parks and the Grand Canyon, and you let these people tell y'all ain't nothing in the Grand Canyon, you a lie. You a lie. A lot of stuff in the Grand Canyon. This is America. This ain't no Africa. You can't just hop out and go see. If the pyramids was in America, like on the Nile, we couldn't just hop out and go see them like that. Them people have been to shut that area down, man. So don't compare the Nile in America. America hides all secrets. Africa ain't got the money to hide no secrets. Come on. Roll the card. Give me a 2 if you hear me. 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 Phone steady ringing. Phone steady ringing. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a coin. Give me a coin. Okay. Africa cannot hide the pyramids. They can't hide what's there. It's hot. Ain't nobody got no money. Ain't no crops there no more. They got to turn the pyramids into a tourist attraction just for them to survive. Do you understand that? The pyramids are a tourist attraction at this point, a museum. The new model Egyptians are charging money to go over there, to take you out there and take a picture with a camel in the desert. They turned it into a money plot, bro. See the difference? It's a money grab at this point. It ain't even spiritual no more. It lost all its allure. Hunter gatherers run it now. Now, if that was in America, them people would hide it. They would have tore it down long time ago. Because you ain't got to get no money grab over here. You're going to make money over here regardless. It's too many natural resources over here not to make no money. You're going to make money here regardless. So they tore down all our monuments that look like that. Put other things there to make you think this was something else. Because the teaching comes from here. So when people say, I'm in Egypt, he go to pyramids, where y'all pyramids at in America? The mounds are the original pyramids. Now, you can tear down stone. You can tear down a lot of stone. But you cannot tear down them earthen mounds. You ain't got no money in the middle of Mississippi. You can't tear down that mound. You can't do it. You better have a whole bulldozer out there. You got no bulldozer money, can't tear it down. If they would have had the money back in those days, they would have tore all of it down. We got a lot of mounds today, but 50% of them already been gone for years. Half of them been gone for years. You never know how they was aligned, where they was at. None of that. They got factories on top of mound complexes, all type of stuff at this point. Yeah, Baton Rouge, LSU mounds, 11,000 years old, Lily. Aligned with Arcturus. Arcturus is a star alignment of the North Star. Arcturus. LSU mounds are aligned with Arcturus. 2 times older than Egypt. Star alignment with a mound 2 times older than Egypt. Go check it out. I think it's Arcturus, Lily. LSU mounds. That shows it was an ancient culture in America in 10,000, 11,000 BC. That's older than everybody. Serpent Mound. It's 8,000 years old as hell. Serpent Mound old. So I want y'all to understand that that's the star alignment and the spirituality with the crops is what started real civilizations. And it come from here. All of it come from here. Roll the corn. And when I go through all the ancient tribes and I find their oldest artifacts, this is all I see every time. Every time I find all the old artifacts, this is all I see. The real old artifacts that come from the original people. When you see gold work, see, our people are the only people who could work that gold like that, work this jade like that. Beautiful jewelry. This is the mocha from Peru. This is their original color, people. These people knew what color they were, bro. These people are not dumb, bro. These people got gold artifacts. They know how they looked. Mocha built pyramids, people. Mocha built pyramids. These are not no regular people. Let me show you. Roll the corn. Mocha built pyramids. Mocha Indians built pyramids. Adobe brick pyramids. Hakas, just like the first Kushites. The first Kushites built adobe brick pyramids, flat topped. Same thing. This culture went over there to the Nile, man. How you think they making stuff like this? Look at that. That's gold, man. That's gold and turquoise. That's beautiful. With the melanated skin still on it. You got to respect that. These people been had knowledge all through America. They just won't show you the truth. They won't show you the truth. Melanated Indians from Florida. All type of beautiful jewelry. For you to even make this type of jewelry, bro, you got to be an alchemist. You just can't make that type of jewelry just sticking stones on top of gold. You got to work the metals. Thoth ain't worked the metals. Thoth ain't worked the metals. Thoth ain't put that Hebrew stone on their chest plate. No, aliens didn't do that. Our people were the craftsmen. So when you find information about alchemy written on an ancient tablet, they come from our people, not aliens, bro. The mocha worked the metals. Roll the corn. So when we get to talk about alchemy and all that type of stuff, our people did that. Come on, man. I ain't gonna get deep into that knowledge. I got the receipts, but I ain't gonna get deep into it. Not today. But you gotta understand one thing, y'all. You gotta understand. These people wearing gold masks and everything, bro. Ancient Colombia, shamanism, tombs. This is a high priest. They call shamanism, tombs. This is a high priest. They call a high priest a shaman. That's all the shaman mean. Try to make it like it's bad. All that means is he's a high priest. He know all the alchemy, all the metal work, all the plant work. He know all of that. That's what he is, a high priest. And this is the high priest of the Hebrew they talking about. The high priest of the Hebrew always wore a breastplate. He wore a breastplate. Just because you see an Indian, you don't see a Hebrew. That's where they got your mind messed up. That's why they play with your mind. You see an Indian, you don't think he a Hebrew. A melanated American Indian, you don't think he a Hebrew. But he the real one. That's where they got your knowledge twisted at. He the real deal. Look at the breastplate. That's a high priest of Hebrews. Where you think they got this from over there in Israel? This bullshit. Breastplate with the stones in it. Where you think they got that from? This is where they got it from right here. Yeah. 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 That's where they got it from. Yeah. Let me show you something a little older. Yeah, you think I'm just making this up? I go all the way back to BC time, breastplates in America. All in the Hopewell, all the Hopewell mound builders wore a breastplate, every last one of them. Go look it up. All of them were Hebrews, the Hopewell in Ohio, the Mississippian culture, all of them. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. That's a breastplate. That's a breastplate. See, if you don't know what you're looking at, you don't know what it is. That is a breastplate. This man was found with the Ark of the Covenant. Scriptures wrote on animal skins. Right there in Panama, in Central America. Come on, man. These are the real high priests of the Hebrews. You just don't understand it, so you overlook these people. This man was found with the gold plates with scriptures in Hebrew and hieroglyphics. Right there in America. But see, you just think it's just an Indian found and you don't know, he's just a regular person. No, bro. These are the people they're writing about. They got the gold tablets right there. Gold tablets inscribed in hieroglyphics with scriptures in it. Okay. See, I'm going to show you the artifacts. I ain't going to play with you. You can go research everything I'm telling you. Go research it. Go look it up. Roll the corn. Go look it up. Let me show you. Watch this. Jeremiah said, I give Malachi the Ark of the Covenant. This is wrote on animal skins in the tomb with the dude I just showed you. Jeremiah. In the Bible, there is a book of Jeremiah. Am I right or am I wrong? Malachi. Let's go do a little more research. We know the truth now. Malachi, huh? Malachi? Malachi. Tomb in Panama. Malachi. Whoa. The first Bible was written on animal skins. The first scripture was written on animal skins. Okay, let's keep going. He had animal skin. We know the truth now. Did he have animal skins? Did he have it? Let's find it. Whoa. Animal skins with scriptures wrote on them. With the jaguar skin. Did he have the Ark of the Covenant? Akkadian wood box, gold plated. Akkadian wood box, gold plated. Did he have that? in Panama. Did he have it? Let's go see. Acadian wood box, gold plated, with the 10 Commandments on top of it. Whoo. Roll the corn. And he was rolling corn for sure in Central America, yes. I can't teach you no better, man. Now, I just want y'all to know all this stuff connected. All of it is connected, y'all. All of it is connected. And when I get a chance to put my books together and my real documentaries, because it's a certain way I want to put it together. I want it to be top quality work. You know, I can do this all day, but I want it to be top quality work where you can send it to somebody in like a documentary form and they get all of the information with all the receipts back to back. Everything blew up and with all the best research, because we deserve that, bro. That's what I'm working on this year. Better ways to put the information out so you can see the receipts better. You can read through the receipts. You can, because we deserve better information for our people in our history, bro. We don't deserve bottom of the barrel information. We don't deserve people trying to tell us where our history comes from and trying to teach us our history. We don't deserve. Everybody else deserves better while we don't deserve better, bro. That's how I look at it now. Everybody else think they deserve better. The Jewish people want better. The Asians, the regular white, everybody get better. They get better housing, the better land. They get the better everything, bro. While we always got to be the last people to get better. So I told myself, I got to give my people top quality information, top quality work, top quality. It got to be top quality. It got to be top shelf, because this is the greatest story ever told. These the greatest artifacts and the greatest people that ever walked this earth. We got to put it on film the way it got to go. We deserve better. It's just simple, bro. We deserve it. We got the bottom of the barrel for too long. See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on. I'm working on doing some old, getting me a cameraman and getting me so I can go to these places and do the research. I'm working on I'm setting up the documentary stuff so I can put the documentaries on YouTube the way, instead of me always doing a teaching class, this is cool. Y'all learn like this, but I wanted to, at least make it in documentary form where I can give you parts to it. And I got to give you a high quality book. And I got to give y'all high quality tours at museums and mound complexes when we meet up at these places this year. Because we meeting up this year. And I got to get all of that on film, and I want it all to be greatness, bro. We can't settle for nothing but greatness at this point, man. We got to be great. It got to be great. If it ain't great, I can't do it. So, there is still greatness in the world. I know there's a lot of bad things going on, a lot of negative thinking, a lot of bad things happening, but greatness is still in this world. We can never not give up on greatness. We can't do it. No matter what kind of bad things happen and they push it on the news, we cannot give up on greatness and our ancestors, because they didn't give up on us. And you know how I know they didn't give up on us? Because we still here. We wouldn't be here without them. So I know they didn't give up on us. We wouldn't be here if they wasn't great. They would have been wiped us out. We was always great people. They always attacked us. We never attacked them. Our people had to be great for our bloodline to still even be on this continent, bro. They tried to wipe all of us out. All them Indian wars in the Southeast was your ancestors. They can lie all they want with your ancestors. They can lie all they want. Them your ancestors fighting for you to be here today. Roll the corn. I'm telling you what I know. You ain't come from no Africa. Your people were fighting right over here for you, right here. We just got indoctrinated and told we were from somewhere else. While we worked the field on a plantation with our ancestors buried right there in the mound on the plantation. That's how much they broke us from our knowledge, bro. And you know how I know they broke us from the knowledge? They do stuff like this. This is what this means. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all before I get out of here. This is what this means. Now this one will get deep, and y'all already see this every day, but people don't explain it like I'm gonna explain it to you. Roll the corn. Let me show you something. Plantation is the ancient crop field of the mound builders. That's what the plantation is. The descendants of the mound builders who built that corn, that field that they harvested making money off of. The descendants of those people are still at the spot. They just imprison them right on the plantation where their ancestors are buried. They are connected to that land. It's easy to imprison them on land they are connected to. Them people ain't come from no Africa. They was a slave right there on their ancestors' land. Go look up mound plantations and go look through them and do the research. But let me explain this. The morning star and the sun aligning with the monument is the harvest alignment, people. That is the harvest alignment. That is the basic teaching of our ancestors. When the harvest alignments happens, that is enlightenment. That's what they mean. Your third eye is glowing. They taught you it was something else. You are enlightened when you can provide for your people with the stars and structures. You are enlightened if you can show your people this and roll the crops out and build up a civilization. That's the only enlightenment that mattered in BC times. It wasn't about who was the smartest, who knew about the chakras and who knew about, no, it wasn't none of that. That's on down the line of these people. The original teaching was when that morning star makes that black spot in the sun over the top of my mound or over the top of my pyramid, that is the harvest enlightenment. It's time to roll the corn and feed our people. Simple. When this happened with that, at this time of year, that's the summer solstice right there, people. That's all that is. That is the summer solstice alignment over the top of a structure, right? When you put this on a dollar and you separate the eye from the pyramid, that means you separate the knowledge from the people. That's what this means, people. When I separate the body don't know nothing about what the knowledge is no more. The body don't know what the knowledge is no more. We broke them from their knowledge. That's what this means. They don't know what this means no more. They think it's an Illuminati symbol. They think it's evil. We taught them it was evil. We taught them it's the devil. That's the devil. I don't see it now, the devil. You seeing Jay-Z and them doing this, and you thinking it's evil. You thinking it's evil the whole time. You thinking it's evil. Which they might have made it evil in certain societies, but that is the harvest enlightenment. of the ancient culture. Now, what they done with it after that, they stole everything else they could have stole that too. They could have stole that too, bro. Roll the corn. Alchemical, the highly advanced priest, what up? Alchemical is metal work. Mocha were doing metal work. Mound builders done metal work. Mayans and Olmecs done metal work. Mound builders got copper swords, bronze swords, gold swords. That's metal work. That's alchemy. Right? Our people created that. Our people with breastplates, jewelry, the first iron. Our people done that. That's alchemy. We created that. Right? I can show you the Mocha Indians creating swords right there in the old receipts I just showed you. But the meaning of this is they broke us from the original knowledge of our people. That's what that means. We got to put that back together, y'all. We got to put that back together. Yeah, y'all broke at one point in time. It's coming back together right now. It's coming back together right now. I'm going to make sure it come back together. I'm going to make sure it come back together. Y'all going to understand all of these star alignments, all of the ancient culture. Every time they lie to y'all, you're going to know what it is. When you see a symbol, you're going to know what it is. And you can't hide nothing from a people who are enlightened. Once you are knowledgeable about things, they can't hide nothing from you no more. If you walk into a business and you see a racist sign they took from your ancient culture on their symbolism, you're gonna be like, whoa, I know that. Let's get up out of here, bro. That ain't right there. That ain't right. Or they say a certain thing, or they do a certain thing. No, we not even doing no business with you, bro. These people got their religions off of this. These people talking about going to Mecca. When the first pilgrimage was to Mecca, the corn. Come on. They are not more advanced than us, bro. The pilgrimage went to the sacred sites. The southeastern Indians took pilgrimages to sacred sites. The Anasazi in the Southwest took pilgrimage to the Four Corners. Look it up. Mecca, the black box of Islam, really symbolizes the black land of America. We took a pilgrimage to the black land because we turned the desert into Kemet or Terra Preta. That's the black land. They come up with a black box. What that black box done for them people over there? That is a symbolism for the black land. The black box is symbolism for the black land. That's not the original culture of them people. They got that from somewhere. All them highways out there in the Southwest, lead right to the Four Corners. Them ancient roadways for the pilgrimage. Natchez Trace, ancient roadway for the pilgrimage. Y'all keep playing. The pilgrimage are going to sacred sites of the black land. Yes. Not the black box. Roll the corn. I'm telling y'all what I know, man. Telling y'all what I know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love you too much. I love you too much to lie to you. I know who you are. I know who you are. I know who y'all is, bro. Y'all bloodline is the original people who taught the whole earth. Right here. If your people from the Southeast, you got some of that. You got some of that original. You got it in you. You really great, you don't know it. You really great and you don't know it. You great. You are a piece of greatness right now. You got to start back believing in it. You got to know. You got to tap back into it. I'm telling you what I know. Ain't no way we supposed to be losing. Ain't no way. We ain't losing this year. You know why? Because we know the truth now. It's not finna give y'all no bullshit. We not wasting no time. We getting right to the real knowledge. And I hope y'all start teaching y'all people this real knowledge. We gonna start passing this down generation to generation again. I might not be the person to lead it all the way back to where it's supposed to be, but I'm good enough with getting the ball, getting the corn rolling. As long as I roll the corn, I'm good. And I'm gonna do all I can while I'm on this planet to push this forward. And because this mean a lot to me. This mean a lot to me. Some people do this shit. Some people do this stuff just to get on here and try to sound like they're smarter than people. I don't do it for that. I do it to push the real history of our culture back on our people so we can understand it and teach our kids. And when we see certain things, we can show them and teach them. And hopefully we can all come together and start going to some of these monumental places on the land that we are from and document it and talk about it and become spiritual on that land like our ancestors did. Then we can move on to the corporation. After we unite, then we move to the corporation. But we can't move to the corporation if we're not united. We're going to lose like that. So I'm going to build the unity first. Then we'll talk about the corporation. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Roll the corn. I love y'all and I'm in love with you, man. I love y'all and I'm in love with you because I know who y'all are. How can I not love you? And I know who you are. You taught math. Your ancestors taught math, science, astrology, farming, honesty. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. That come from your people, man. Only spiritual people can create that. People who don't care not going to create nothing like that. Not in ancient times. You got to care to create something like that. Come on, man. People who are spiritual care about what happened, bro. People who are not spiritual don't care about what happened. Somebody had to write that who really cared, bro. And who prayed, who meditated and really prayed to the earth to get some crops here to feed their people to keep their bloodline going. While still in virtue. All that old blood sacrifice stuff, bro, that came from the Spanish and the Roman Catholic Church made that up, man. And then over time, you mixed in with these Mongol tribes and Hardy tribes, and they started doing their pagan stuff with our old culture. That's cultural assimilation. You take our fruits and flower offerings and turn it into a cutting a sheep up on top of the mat. See, that is cultural assimilation. Don't never think the original people done that. They didn't have to. They didn't have to. They didn't have to. This is the original Timucua Indian. This is how original Timucua Indian looks. They whitewashed them. Let me show you. They whitewashed the Timucua Indian. But this is an offering from the Timucua Indian at the stand do you see any blood out there? Do you see any body parts? Do you see any blood? Do you see anything but tobacco, flowers, and food, and buckets of flowers? Do you see anything else? You see any heads rolling around out there, ears and legs and feet? No. Look at how the people praising it. Look at how they praising it. Giving back to the earth for the harvest. You see that? This is what was going on with our people. Nothing weird. They tried to make us seem barbaric so they can justify hurting our people. You make people look like monsters, and then you justify what you did to them because they monsters. Them people weren't doing nothing but praising the earth and flowers and food, bro. Nature. He trying to teach this hunter-gatherer. He trying to teach the hunter-gatherer, but he want to put blood on the altar. He want blood on the altar. He want to put blood and put a house on top of this altar and get the spirituality right from your people because he ain't got no spirituality. That's why he put a house on top of this. Jekyll Island is Temuka Indians in mounds under houses right on Jekyll Island. Rothschild's got houses out there. Rockefeller got houses out there right on top of our ancient culture. They made the banking system in a house on top of a mound with Temuka Indians under it. These people bones under the house on Jekyll Island. They put a whole glass floor in the floor of the house to look at the bones. Because the house on top of the mound. You think I'm lying? Go look it up. That's what they do. Roll the corn. I love y'all and I'm in love with you, man. Galil at the gun. Galil at the gun means roll the corn in Hebrew. Love you. I'm going to holler at y'all in the morning, man. We know the truth now. And I'm in love with you.